welcome to our lecture today on secularism. I hope you enjoy this educational video. Thank you.
Good morning, class. As you know, we've been studying worldviews, and today we're going to look at secularism. Now, today we will be having two guest speakers, and they will teach you a little further on the subject. But first, let me introduce secularism to you. Now, secularism is an atheistic and material worldview, and they're trying to free society from the influence of religion. They do not like religion. Religion is bad to secularists. Secularists use a lot of propaganda to try to convince people of their ideas and make them be secularists too. They try to take all of history and put it in their own little bubble, which doesn't always work very well. Some examples of them doing this is the Big Bang, and they think Christians are a type of cult trying to take over the world. Now, secularists try to be unbiased and neutral, but this isn't really true either. Secularists are pretty biased to their own ideas. Secularism means self-sufficiency, so they try to do things by themselves without God or without other spiritual forces to help them. And if you're wondering, how do Christians relate to secularists? Well, Christians and secularists often oppose each other, but they can agree that the world is not heading in the right direction. Two famous secularists would be Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin. Both of those guys were deists, meaning they believed that God existed, but he didn't really care about creation. People kind of followed with this idea through the 18th and 19th century, but then, and around the 20th century, people started to believe in secular humanism, which is something different. And now we will have our first guest speaker come and talk to you guys. So I would like to introduce you guys to Professor Sum-Ting Wong. Now she will come and teach you more about the subject.
Thank you. It is I, Professor Sum-Ting Wong. Now I will be talking to you about the rise of secularism. Now, in the 1930s, a group of atheistic and agnostic professors wrote the Human Manifesto. The goal of this manifesto was to develop a new religious movement using science and inspirational faith to replace the dogmatic and old attitudes promoted by theistic religion. Now, there was 3 Human Manifestos in total. The theme of all the manifesto editions was to elaborate the philosophy and value system that elude belief in God and traditional religion. Now, there was a great man in the 1976 named Peter Engels. He predicted supernatural religion would soon disappear from the earth. Engels displaced God from heaven because he didn't believe in heaven, and earth because the Creator was no longer necessary to him. Now, another great man named David Noyce. He did research and notes that 12 to 18% of Americans today are actually secularists. Thank you. Now, I will be introducing to you Dobby Dielf.
Hello everyone, and thank you for listening to our lectures. I am Professor Dobby Dielf, as I was introduced by my colleague Sum-Ting Wong. Today I will be talking about secularist views on different things. First off, we're going to start off at general revelation. The secularist view on general revelation is that science is the only way. Everything came through science, everything will come through science, and everything has happened through science. The only way of getting things done is science. Under science, we have evolution, which is the gradual development of something from a simple form to a more complex form. Underneath that, off of evolution, they base their ethics, sociology, law, and politics. All of those based off of one thing. Next, we'll come over here to special revelation, which they get their special revelation off of the 1973 Manifesto, which states there's no deity that will save us, therefore we must save ourselves. Meaning, there's no God, there's no one out there who will save us. We are left on our own to survive and save our own lives. Underneath that, we have the fact that they must acknowledge that morality is biological and not theological, meaning everything came from the earth and through evolution, not through a God, supernatural miracles, or anything. Next, we'll come over here to faith. The secularists and Christians are both the people of faith. Secularists put their faith in evolution, the scientific method, and materialism, whereas Christians put their faith in the one true living God, miracles performed here on earth, and the faith that Christ's return will come again someday. Thank you for listening to our lecture today. I hope you have gained well information and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in and teaching us about secularism. Now, we're going to watch an educational video starring Something Wong, who did a lot of research and made a serious educational video.
Hello world, it is I, Professor Something Wong here. Today we're out in the wilderness looking for secularists. They are very common in these parts. Well, what are we waiting for? Come on, Barnacles. Everybody, let's go! Let's look around the horizon. I'm sure we'll spot something. Look! What is that off in the distance? It looks like a white girl doing TikTok dances. Wait, do you hear that secular music? Oh, sorry guys, I have dropped my camera. But as we observe... Oh, why look, a Christian is approaching her. Let's get a closer look.
Whoa, what do you think you're listening to?
Just some Cardi B, man.
No, that is sinful for your soul.
Sorry.
Listen to this instead.
All right.
As you can see here, these two worldviews have clashed, but the Christian is the superior species.
Satan's power weak. Woo! Yeah.
Now remember kids, worship and pray!
Bring a guitar and an amp before this worship prayer.
Thank you, everyone, for watching our video.
We really appreciate it. We're trying to spread the word.
Please like and comment and even subscribe.
Thank you. One sec, geeks. You died. You died.
I hit it.
Oh, ouchies.
That hurt a lot.
Oh, sad.
It like crunched me.
I heard it. I was like, oh no. We can edit it.
Good morning, class. As you know, we've been studying worldviews, and today we will look at secularism.
Thanks everyone for watching our channel. We really appreciate it.
It means so much to us that you're there when we need you.
Indeed. Please like and
Subscribe and maybe even comment. Thank you.
okay, redo.
said, I'm a Jesus freak, 7 days a week. Worship and prayer makes Satan's power weak. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you're messing with some worship and prayer. Bring a guitar and an amp for this worship and prayer. Get your favorite journal out for this worship and prayer. Lift me up, Jesus, you're in charge. In my soul and in my heart. Meet the sinner.